Welcome once again to Virtual Reality Game Dev Ed. This is the 14th tutorial for our friend Sky. Now, last time we just started UV mapping our roof real quick, so let me go ahead and finish that. First of all, press Tab to jump back into edit mode, and this time press 3 on your keyboard to come to the side view, the right side. Right click on one of these and hold shift and select the second one, and you see our UV map is not at all what we have here, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what happens when we press U. First of all, it brings right up the menu and click project to view. You can also just obviously press V right there. Okay, now we want to open that same image we've been using. It's right here under recent for me. I have the roof tile ivy. No ivy, excuse me. Double click it to open it. Okay, first thing we need to do is scale it back up. So press S over here in this menu and scale that up to about the same size we had it over on the last one. I put in like 5 or 6 rows of tile. Left click to select it, to place it there. Okay. Now let's look at it and see what we're looking at. Okay, first of all, we are upside down. So I want to rotate this by 180 degrees. So press R and rotate it 180. Okay. Left click to select it. Now again, I need to make it a little shorter on the top. So press S and then Y. Make it a little shorter. About the same as our other side. As our others there. Looks close enough. Left click to select it. Now I need to make it just a little bit wider to match our others. Okay, so press SX and pull it out just a little bit. I want it to go about right. That looks good enough. Left click to select it. Now let's check it out. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, now go ahead and hit Control 3 to get to the left side and right click on one of these and then hold shift and right click on the other one and do the same thing. Press U and then V to select from view. And now go ahead and add that image again. Open image under textures, roof tile no ivy. S to scale it out, pull it up till I have a few rows. That's not going to be enough, so S, pull it up again. That looks about right. Click to select, and let's see what we're looking like. Okay, we are too thin and not wide enough again, so let's SY, make it a little shorter. It's a little too short. Doing about there, actually. It's fooling me because I need to make it wider. Okay, that looks about good. Okay, now SX, pull it out a bit. Looks about right. And I do need to move it down just a little bit, so press G and move it down and over. Hopefully match up a little bit with the other tiles. Left click to select. Let's check it out. Okay, looks like we're not quite wide enough, so X, S, X. Maybe make it just a little bit thinner than that. That looks almost perfect. Left click to select. Now I need to move it over just a little tiny bit to line it up with my other one. And left click to select, and that is almost perfect. Look at that. I didn't even do that good on the first one. Okay, now A to deselect, tab to get back to object mode, A to deselect, and there's our roof. Now, if I scroll this over so I can see my layers, and then hold shift to select all my layers, now I can see what the house looks like with a roof on it. Isn't that nice? Fairly decent job. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do the outside of the house. The outside of the house is in this last layer, I think. Nope, that's my floor. Okay. There's the outside of my house. Alright. So go ahead and hit 1 to put yourself in the front view. Move this back over so you can see this nicely. Go ahead and hit U to bring up, right click on it and hit tab to go into edit mode. A to deselect everything. And now we actually want to select just these front faces real quick. So let's make sure that we do that. Right click on one of them and hold shift and select the rest of them. Now make sure you're only selecting what you can see from the front. You don't need these little sides. Those will be on the side view, obviously. Okay, now hit 1 again to put us back in the front view. And press U and V to project from view. Now this isn't the image we want, so we actually want to close that image and we want to open a new image. The one I want is brick, no ivy. Double click on it. And now the very first thing we need to do is scale it out again, so S and pull it out quite a bit. It's not enough. S, pull it out just, oop, no, I flipped it. Right click to unselect. You don't want your mouse perfectly in the middle or it'll do some funky stuff. S and scale it out just a little bit more. Left click to place it there. Zoom in and see how our bricks look. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, now we want to come to the right view. Select all of these. Hold shift and select the rest. Make sure you're only selecting the ones that are going to be visible only from the right view. Okay, now Press 3 to put yourself in the right view. And then U. And then press V to project from view. And go ahead and open that image again. And then scale it out. S to scale, pull it up. It's not going to be nearly enough. I want to see exactly where I'm coming here. I want to line up pretty perfectly, so S again, pull it out. That looks about right. Left click. I just need to move it down just a little bit. So G to move it down, to move it, and then just pull it down. And that is almost perfect. So left click to select it. Alright, that looks great. Now, A to deselect everything. Check that out. Isn't that nice? Alright, now we're going to work with the back. So right click one of these and hold shift and select the rest of them. Okay, now press Control 1 to look at the back and hit U to UV unwrap and hit V to project from view, and then open that image again, the same image, whatever you're using. Double click on it to open it and scale this back out. S, pull it up, not nearly enough. S, pull it up again, click. I need to go ahead and zoom in here so I can see how close I am to lining this up right. S, scale it up a bit more. That's a little too much. That looks about right. Maybe just a little bit less. Yeah, left click. Now we need to move it a little bit, so press G and pull it up, line it up, and left click to select it there. And now A to deselect everything and check it out. Isn't that nice? Okay. So I am again just about out of time, so I don't think I'll have time to project this last one in this video. I'm going to go ahead and pick right up there in the next one. We will see you soon.